Hello everyone. Welcome to this journey from becoming something to just being life. Welcome to MadMan. Hello everyone. Welcome to MadMan. So I must admit that I was never good at science, but this particular law seems to capture the most important lesson that can change one's life. So the law that I'm talking about is first law of thermodynamics. I'm sure everyone at some point in their school life have read this law. So the law goes like this. Energy can be changed from one form to another, but it cannot be created or destroyed. I repeat, energy can be changed from one form to another, but it cannot be created or destroyed. The total amount of energy and matter in the universe remains constant, merely changing from one form to another. So, the most important thing to take from this is whatever we see around us or even inside of us, it is just the play of energy. It is just energy changing from one form to another. And that includes the very human form that we've taken at this moment of time. So, even the human form that we are is a certain amount of energy that has taken this form. Before we were born, this energy was being utilized in the nature in some other form, and after we are dead, this energy will be utilized in some other form in nature. So, this time in between, the energy has taken the form that we know as ourselves. So, even within this period of time, the changes in size, the changes in our appearance, the changes in kind of thoughts, and all other kinds of changes that we notice in ourselves is just energy changing its form. So now, how does this law captures the most important thing in life, right? Because since we know everything is just energy, and since we know energy is bound to change its form, energy is bound to take another form from whatever form it is taking now, which means that the very basic law of energy is change, and everything in this existence is bound to change. But most human beings suffer because we're not able to accept this very basic law of energy, the very basic law of nature, the very basic truth. I mean, we've heard this thing many times, right? We hear it every now and then. And the thing is, just accept the change, don't resist the change. But can we really resist the change? Because everything around us, everything in us is changing. So let's take an example. So there is one individual who accepts the change, there is another individual who resists the change. So what is happening in those two cases? So in the individual who accepts the change, there is no thought in his mind that is telling him that whatever situation that he is in, the situation should be something other than what it is. So basically, there is no thought of any kind that is trying to get out of the situation that he is in. But in the case of another individual who is not being able to accept the change or who is resisting the change, the only thing that is going on is in his mind, he is getting so many thoughts that is telling him that if he had done these many things, then he wouldn't have been in the situation that he is in now. But the most important thing to notice here is that for both of those individuals, change is bound to happen in one way or the other. But the only difference is in the level of thoughts. Basically, all kinds of suffering is created by the thoughts that are not being able to accept whatever the situation is. So, having said that, the wisest decision that anyone can make is to accept the very basic law of energy, or the very basic law of nature, that is, the energy is bound to change its form. It includes not only the things around us, but also the very thing that is us. And with that, thank you for joining us. Thank you for your love and support. And we'll see you in the next video. Thank you.